about having two? When is it the right time to expand your family? It's October, and you know what that means: witches and ghosts and vampire costumes. You know as well as I do, Florida Halloweens are very different than in most states in the country. Because they're reaching up for the soup, most of the burns are on their hands, shoulders, neck, and chest. I started on a story this morning about a Girl Scout project to create a food pantry. How much screen time is too much? I have a 2-year-old son, and I thought I knew everything I needed to know about car seat safety. If your kid only got 2 breadsticks as their main entree as a school lunch, you'd be mad. When you were in elementary school, you probably were taught to navigate through one of these big boys. It's so gooey! It's nice. Stay cool, and most importantly, be safe. Happy Halloween! Thanksgiving is so close you can smell that turkey, but you might want to be careful about picking out a turkey this year. Math problems seem to be getting more complicated. So, how can you help solve those complicated math homework problems? I've asked the same question. Last year, Oasis suspended the parent lunch option after an incident with a family member. That led me to finding a real problem on college campuses. A study found that over 1 million children were victims of identity theft in 2017. Can you spot the jewel? This is a flash drive. This is a jewel. A Georgia school told parents they were going to start paddling as a form of discipline. But is the hype really worth it? The biggest factors to consider: your finances, your health, and childcare costs if you're going back to work. That's what's happening in Southwest Florida right now. Remember, you can find these stories and more on Roku, YouTube, and all of our social media platforms.
¿Qué le vas a pedir a Papá Noel? ¿Le hiciste una cartita? ¿Le vas a escribir o le vas a decir a mami? No, ni sabe, ¿no? Lo que le estoy preguntando.
No sabe.
Imagine never celebrating a holiday at 4 years old. Little Arnaldo never experienced Christmas. This summer, Yareli Garcia and her 2 kids left Cuba behind for a fresh start in America.
Everything started to get worse until I came to the conclusion to make the decision because everything over there was becoming very hard for me.
Yareli packed up her children and asked for political asylum. The lack of the basic essentials made it impossible to celebrate any type of holiday, including Christmas.
In Cuba, there's a shortage on everything. Everything. Nourishment, food, drinks for the kids, sodas, chocolate. In Cuba, you can't say there's a Christmas, only a get-together.
From 1969 to 1997, during the Fidel Castro regime, celebrating Christmas was outlawed.
They have never experienced the gift under the Christmas tree. They have never lived that. They will experience it for the first time here.
Lutheran Church Services is helping Yareli and her children and other refugee families celebrate their first Christmas in Southwest Florida.
To hear that a little kid has never celebrated Christmas, has never seen Christmas lights, or doesn't know who Saint Nick is, or the little elves, or what cookies and milk mean, it was just mind-boggling.
And that's not all the church helps with.
Primarily working with refugees to kind of address barriers to resettlement and things that will assure that they integrate into the society.
Since 2017, the number of refugees entering the United States decreased.
The reductions in new arrivals were impacted by 2 reasons. One is the ending of the wet foot, dry foot policy. President Trump has reduced the number of assurances for incoming refugee populations.
Rose says they used to help more than 5,000 refugees in Southwest Florida. That number dropped to 900. But Yareli is here now. She's focused on her children, their smiles, their laughter, and their first Christmas in Southwest Florida.
We're at the stage of decorating the house, and we do it with them. We bought dolls to decorate the front porch with them, the lights, and they're happy.
She's a loving mother looking to give her children the life they deserve.
I'm happy because I've never lived it. I never had a gift under the tree, and they'll have it here.
The coast is clear at Fort Myers Beach. No signs of red tide. But over the summer, many businesses struggled to keep their doors open due to the fish kill. Fort Myers Beach Chamber of Commerce says, in a 14-week period, businesses in the area lost over $40 million combined. That doesn't even include employee wages, an additional $14 million loss. Through the losses, a hopeful business continued to build, with the promise of bringing 30 new jobs to the area.
So we wanted to do something really cool here. That's why we did the tiki concept and bring the Bahamas to Fort Myers.
And it seems like the new barbecue joint delivered.
During construction, we noticed it was pretty horrific down here in July and August.
But Gorin decided to move forward anyway because of their great location and proximity to the Gulf.
We think that we're going to be a very successful location here.
And the streets are filling with people again.
The beach is busy again. People are back out. Restaurants are full. We have traffic, so all good things.
But Jackie suggests businesses should continue to plan accordingly.
While things improve and the weather cools down and the water cools down, we need to not forget that, we could be back in the same situation again if we don't start to make the changes necessary. So
we hope that the red tide doesn't come back, and if it does, which it probably will, it does every year, not as bad as it was this year. This year was really bad.